campus of Ursinus College as the Bears get set to host the Shoremen of Washington College. Ursinus in their home white uniforms, Washington College in their road black uniforms. Cole Grubbs will take the tip for Ursinus as he is back in the starting lineup today after missing the previous 2 games. Marlon Wise took his place. Wise not starting the game today, but we are for sure to see him as he had a career day last game against Alvernia with 15 points. Early foul here for the Bears. It's on Trevor Wall inside. So Washington College will get an inbound underneath.
And Jeff, you said it perfectly. Marlon Wise has been averaging 15.5 since the holiday break. So off the bat, you know, he's really stepped up, and I'm sure we're going to see him plenty in the rotation throughout the night.
Definitely should. Here's a fadeaway jumper that doesn't go. That one was by Nick Romeo. Maurer will drive. Kick out to the man, number 1, Ryan Hughes, senior captain, and the spark in every which way for Ursinus. Maurer, deep 3, doesn't go. Early rebound for Kedrick Frink, our player to watch tonight. Pull-up jumper is short. Rebound in the hands to Grubbs. Ursinus going to look to move fast with Trevor Wall. Lob up to Jacob Bowski, not able to finish with the right hand. So Washington College will settle.
Trev Wall wasting no time trying to get back into that assist category. We know he is such a crafty feeder.
Ursinus in the man-to-man as Frink has it. Ball reversal. Here's the 3-ball up and good. Kedrick Frink starting off the scoring tonight with a 3-ball for Washington College.
Jeff, you know, we've seen it all season. Frink, he just kind of plays with a swagger that you don't really see in the Centennial Conference too often, and I'm sure we're going to see a lot of those types of shots tonight.
Grubbs inside move, left hand, no good, gets his own miss. Tries to go again, can't get it to fall. Couple early misses on the offensive end for Ursinus. As Washington College will look to extend this game to a 2-point possession. 2-possession lead, I should say. Here's a drive now with the right hand. Short corner shot, no good, into the hands of Cole Grubbs. Wall driving, gets hit in the face. So it'll be a foul call on Prashie Tishabangu.
Marlon Wise checks in, as we said, averaging 15.5 since the break, as opposed to his 8.9 throughout the entire season. So these past 3 or 2 games, he's just been so stellar, and I think we're going to see a big effect out of him tonight.
Elbow jumper, Hughes rolls in and out.
That's 3 misses for Ursinus. They're really going to need to get something going.
Here's a 3-ball up and good. Sam Corrao.
Sam Corrao, Jeff, we didn't mention his name in the pregame broadcast, but I'm sure everyone in this gym knew his presence. Sam Corrao had a double-double against Pitt Greensburg this last game. Had about 15 points and 10 rebounds, so he's so effective at every facet on the floor.
Washington College taking some early threes. Here, Wise. Looking for the quarter, it's Wall. Dangerous pass. And now Maurer will drive. Hughes. Wall, 3-ball, up. Just short. Wise the rebound and a foul underneath. That one will be on Frink. Ursinus cold to start this game for sure. Hughes will settle down. Now he'll drive. Move underneath is blocked. And nicely controlled by Romeo. So Washington College playing some tough defense here early. No call will be picked up now by Kyle Maurer. What a hustle play by Frink to get that ball back that he just gave away.
What a hustle play out of Kendrick Frink. That was definitely something stellar, but it just feels like Ursinus is lacking a rhythm on offense that they're definitely going to need to pick up if they really want to find success so far.
Yeah, the effort for Washington College has been fantastic. For Ursinus, hasn't really been there so far through the first 3.5 minutes. Here's a 3-ball that is short.
Something interesting, Jeff, you know, Ursinus College, I feel like we're probably in the nation, we sub probably the most. And we've only seen one sub so far in this first 5 minutes.
That's a 3-ball, rolls in and out for Kyle Maurer. So a lid on the basket to start this game for the Bears. Romeo on the corner will try to look inside. Good defense inside by Jacobowski. Takes it away, but he will be charged with a foul.
Personal foul on the Bears, number 0, J.J. Jacobowski, first team second.
So on cue, Vaughn, it will be 3 substitutions for Ursinus. Motori, Bo Everett, and Nick Nacito will sub in. Shorman will inbound. Got a 17-foot jumper that goes. Tishbangu with another one to start this first half for the Washington College Shoremen that they have kind of dominated so far in a way. There's 15 and a half remain and Ursinus yet to score.
It's obvious this Shoreman team just kind of came out swinging, Jeff. And it's definitely a nod to their conditioning, right? 5 minutes in, this Shoreman team has not made one single sub. They've only rolled with their starters, and I think this team is just prepared to have these kind of long runs.
Torrey slips. He finds Hughes, though, with the right hand, and finally that lid comes off as Hughes has a wide open lay-in to start the scoring.
And Jeff, I think that's the ideal bucket, getting a really good, solid layup in the lane. Because if you can really dominate the inside, it's going to make them respect you inside, and that'll open up the three-point shot. So I think that bucket by Ryan Hughes does a lot more than just put 2 points on the board.
3-ball Hughes, this one's short. Everett trying to save that one, kind of ran out of time. So we'll go now to Washington College yet again. They will make their first substitution as Braden Rodriguez will come in and Tishabangu will sit.
And Grant Kemp, the Louisiana native, taking the ball up the court.
Kemp gets a switch. Now Nacito back on him. And a travel called on Kemp.
That's just a quality call out of the referee there, you know. Kemp definitely tried to put a little bit of mustard in that step, Jeff, but it just seemed like the ref wasn't going to let it happen.
So Hughes will bring it up after another turnover for the Shoremen. Torrey, here's a 3-ball. That is no good. Sonic really struggling shooting the ball. Steps into a 3, it's Romeo. Good. Nick Romeo out of Ambler, PA. The senior has got 2 threes to start this game. 11-2 lead now for WAC. Turnover nearly by the Bears, saved shortly by Nacito. Ball being fought for on the ground, and it will be Ursinus College possession.
And Bo Everett diving for loose balls, you know, that's definitely been his brand so far this season. He's been Coach Kevin Small's kind of hustle guy, kind of do-it-all kind of guy, and he, you know, won Ursinus a possession there. But what Ursinus can't do right here is waste that gift. I believe this is Ursinus ball.
Yeah, it should be. Ref pointed that way, and it will be. Jacobowski will inbound it.
So that will be Ursinus ball, but just as we said previously, Ursinus can't waste this possession, right? If they want to keep this rhythm going, really cut this deficit, they can't waste opportunities that Bo Everett just earned.
Nacito with 8 on the shot clock. He'll pull up from the foul line. Jumper is good by Nick Nacito. Big time bucket for the freshman out of Dallas, Pennsylvania. It's a tough shot over a bigger Washington College defender. 3-ball from the corner, good. Braden Rodriguez extends the lead to double digits now. As 13 and a half remain. Nacito will pull from 3. That one's good. How about that response?
Nick Nacito from range, trying to cut this deficit.
He's been such a presence throughout this year for Ursinus on the offensive end, especially had a huge night against Widener early in the year on that big win at home. Hit 2 enormous threes down the stretch to kind of propel Ursinus past the Pride. Ursinus starting to move fast now. It's Wall. Lucido, one more to Jacobowski. Jacobowski drives, baseline, reverse layup, no good. Little razzle-dazzle from Jacobowski.
And Jeff, I think that was just a bounce away from being maybe the Centennial Conference top 10. You know, what a great take by James Jacobowski. He's going to make it to the line.
Jacobowski took a shot to the face, it seems, as he will step to the line.
And Jeff, I think we expected this going into the game. You know, tough Centennial Conference matchup. You know, we say it every single Centennial Conference matchup. A lot of these players, you know, they grew up playing on the same circuit, same AAU teams, definitely versed each other in high school. And a lot of these players were recruited by the same school, so there's always a little bit of personal rivalry when it comes to games like this. So definitely look out for a little bit of a little chip. You know.
0 for 2 from the line is Jacobowski. So still a 7-point advantage for the Shoremen. Nice pass inside. A little double clutch layup goes in by Davis Bland.
You got to think Coach Eric Goodman loves plays like that, working out exactly as he drew it up.
Yeah, that was run to perfection by Washington College. 3-ball from Motori, that rolls in. So Washington College moved into a 2-3 zone there with Ursinus' shooting struggles, but a big-time hit from Motori. Now on this end, Ursinus will go into a 2-3 zone of their own. Sort of a matchup 2-3. And Braden Rodriguez, 2 for 2 from behind the arc.
And Jeff, you know, I could be very wrong, but it seems like the winner of this game is going to be whoever hits the most threes, especially in the first 8 minutes of this first quarter. I feel like it's only been 3-point shots.
Grubbs lays it in with the left hand, so that 3-2 zone, Ursinus kind of picked apart so far. Ursinus will go back into man-to-man. 3-ball up. No good. If that went in, I would have left. And now here come the Bears. Torrey nearly threw it down. We'll go with the one-handed lay-in. And a big-time run for Ursinus. As the score now, 19-14. And Washington College will burn 43 seconds to go here in half number 1. Washington College off to a hot start as they lead Ursinus 19-14. Ursinus was dry, completely dry to start the game. They have started to heat up a little bit in this final 5 minutes of play, I would say, as they've clawed their way back into it. Shoreman on offense. Frink will drive and one. Kedrick Frink. That was Kyle Maurer charged with the foul.
And that's just a big-time take for number 2, Kendrick Frink. You know, we said it in the pregame. Frink clearly Washington College's number 1 matchup. You know, we're 9 minutes into this game. He hasn't even been subbed out at all. And he just logged his 5th point. Now his 6th. He's on pace to have a pretty good day, Joe.
Yeah, he's been tough to stop for sure. As a trap now. Trap zone, 1-3-1 for Washington College. Here's a Wall 3-pointer. That one's no good. No one touched it on the way out, so it will be, Washington College possession.
So this is definitely a really interesting zone defense we're seeing out of Washington College. You know, Ursinus is a very guard-heavy team, and that's no secret. And I think with this zone, 1-3-1 trap defense, they're really trying to take advantage of our reliance from up top and from the 3-point line. So let's see how Ursinus responds to that.
Yeah, definitely interesting, Vaughn. They've kind of switched in and out of that trap and then just playing the zone straight up. It's been a 3-2. It's been a 1-3-1. So it's kind of a disguise of a zone in a way. Definitely a tough defense to match up on the offensive end for Coach Small and the Bears. This one was last touched by Washington College.
Tishabanga's going to check in, and we saw him with some really quality plays when he was in this game earlier. I'm sure he's going to have a positive effect out on this floor.
Substitution out for the Bears. We'll see Cole Grubbs check in as well for Marlon Wise.
The big man, number 22, 6'10", Cole Grubbs.
Hughes will get it. Mismatch inside on Grubbs. Jacobowski will attack with the left hand off the glass. 22-16 now, 10 minutes gone, 10 minutes remaining in the first half of play. Frank, wall defending. Vasquez thought about a shot again. Rodriguez, excuse me. Here's a three ball up and good. Davis Bland. Bland and Braden Rodriguez have been automatic from behind the three-point line so far.
Jeff, that looked like an NBA level 3 from that far out.
That was deep for sure. Pass was tipped on the way up. Ursinus regains possession. How about that move from Ryan Hughes? Little step inside to finish over the Washington College defenders.
Ryan Hughes, he's such a classic slasher, right? He is so effective at just getting to the rack.
You just can't not like the way that Hughes plays the game, Vaughn. He plays so much energy, so much touch, so much everything that you could want in a basketball player. Able to shoot the ball whenever he needs to, able to attack the basket whenever he needs to, able to find open players when he needs to. Just such a great presence to wear the white uniform tonight. Black will inbound.
And Kendrick Frank's finally going to get subbed out of this game. Let's see how Washington plays in his absence.
Here's a drive into the lane. Left hand, no call. A lot of contact underneath. But rest, let him play. Here's Bo Everett. Nacito cutting. Tried to find Grubbs inside, not able. That's a great cut by Nacito, just not able to connect with Cole Grubbs. Do not want to let him shoot. If you're Ursinus, that will be a drive by Davis Bland. Boy, Bland's been on fire.
Davis Bland, the Tower Hill School product out of Delaware. Showcasing some fancy moves to get himself a bucket.
Everett, power dribble, and one! Through the contact goes Bo Everett.
Bo Everett, that's a big-time bucket, you know. We say it all the time, Bo Everett's trademark is just playing with the sort of intensity you don't see in every player, diving for loose balls, playing tough on-ball defense. Bo Everett does exactly that. He gets a tough layup, draws a foul, gets an and one.
Yeah, we mentioned that Widener game previously with Nick Nacito, but you know, we mentioned that game a lot, Vaughn, because the Bears kind of played a complete game in that win. And Bo Everett was the one to seal the victory at the end, making a huge play on the defensive side of the ball with a steal that won the Bears game ultimately. And he's just such a great guy to have on your team if you're Coach Kevin Small. Look at the energy he's playing with on defense right now. I mean, that should be 5 seconds in my opinion, but he's just such a great presence on the defensive side of the ball.
Absolutely. That's going to stay Washington College ball, but as you said, Jeff, Bo Everett, he's what we would call every coach's dream, right? He does so great at running the offense from the guard position. You know, like we said, that was some tough on-ball defense, and we don't see the call too much. That could have very well drawn a 5-second closely guarded call.
And those calls, those closely guarded calls, can be such confidence boosters for any team, and they can be such momentum changers in any game, in any aspect. And you know, he's so good at doing that on the defensive side of the ball. And he makes impacts on the offensive side of the ball as well, as we just saw with that and one.
Absolutely.
This one tipped out of play by Nick Nacito.
Nick Nacito governing this defense as a freshman.
Lob up with 5 on the shot clock now. Shorman got to get up a shot. 1 on the shot clock, turn, fire. Oh, rolls in and out. Boy, that almost went in. Nacito with some speed. find Hughes. Mohamed Sori. And Everett will settle. Grubbs on the elbow will drive with the left hand. Puts up a layup, no good. And foul call, I believe that's on 22, Cole Grubbs.
Cole Grubbs not happy with that call. It seems like number 24, Marlon Wise, is going to check in for number 22, Cole Grubbs. And I'm really starting to notice that Coach Kevin Small is really starting to switch between this tall ball and the small ball lineup, right? Between Marlon Wise and Cole Grubbs, right? When you have Marlon Wise in, he can really guard up against guys like Tisha Bangu, whereas opposed to Cole Grubbs, he might have a little bit of trouble. But when they need a big dominant presence, when Washington College has smaller players on the floor, that's where Cole Grubbs works too.
Yeah, Coach Small's definitely been known for doing that around the conference. As here's a three from Torrey, that is good. It'll be a timeout here for the Bears, 24-27 advantage. We will be right back with 7:23 left in half number one. In the first half of action as the Washington College Shoremen lead the Ursinus College Bears 27-24. And Vaughn, something you were mentioning before break was that tall ball, small ball lineup that Coach Kevin Small switches in between. And we mentioned in previous broadcasts, he did that a lot last year as well when Grubbs would be out of the game. He would put in Peyton Vosnak, that senior presence, who led the conference in three-point percentage as well. He would put him in to kind of make that small ball lineup work as well as it did. And I was interested to see who they would replace him with as they lost him to graduation. And I think Wise has stepped really well into that role that Vosnak filled.
Absolutely. Marlon, being a sophomore, definitely saw limited minutes as a freshman, but as we said, since the holiday break, he's averaging 15 and a half, so I really think he's starting to gain confidence as a player and, as like a really quality three, and he's really starting to mold into this Coach Kevin Small offense, just as you said, the hole that Payne Vosnak sadly left.
So another turnover now for Ursinus will give the Shoremen possession back as Grant Kemp will feed inside. 10 on the shot clock. Kemp, three ball. Good. Washington College shooting the lights out to start this game.
And Kemp, as we said, the Louisiana native, making his presence known on this East Coast.
That one's Everett off the glass and in. 7 3-pointers for Washington College to start this first half of play. So they are on fire from behind the arc. And a big reason they're leading in this game.
Ryan Hughes is guarding Grant Kemp here, and as we'll know, Ryan Hughes really, really solid in the steals category.
Foul call now on Motori. That will be the 7th foul of this first half, which will put Washington College on the line to shoot 1-on-1.
Grant Kemp looking to log his 4th point tonight's matchup, and he does exactly that from the line.
Front end for Grant Kemp is good. 60% free throw shooter. Will go 1 for 2 from the line that time. Lead now 31-26 for the Shoremen. Hughes, pull-up jumper. That one's off the back iron. Into the hands of Washington College. Kemp, three-pointer. This one up, no good. Fantastic offensive board, but not able to net it was Frank. Torrey, corner, three, money! Mo Torrey's been the best offensive player tonight for the Bears so far.
That's his 11th point, Jeff. What a night for Mo Torrey, and it's no secret he's doing so behind the line. As we said in the pregame, Ursinus College is live or die by the three. And tonight, in this second part of this first half, they're starting to heat up a little bit, and I think that's what's really trimming down this lead.
Textbook backdoor between Sam Corrao and Kendrick Frick. Wall on the other end with the right hand. Back and forth now we go. Frank driving, right hand. Beautiful pass. And another jump shot good. Both these offenses trading buckets now. Wall, coast to coast, missed the lay-in, but he's fouled on the way up. That was Grant Kemp, charged with it. Technical for 2 players, double tack. Nick Romeo and Marlon Wise charged.
Oh, well, I'm not. Marlon Wise, definitely a little bit uncharacteristic. He's a little bit, he's definitely known as probably one of the sweeter players on the team. But,
For sure.
It's no secret, he can get down there, he can get a little bit chippy. But, that's just like what we said earlier. A lot of these players they were all recruited to, the same teams. They all verse each other in summer ball. And we're going to see a lot of that tonight. A lot of elbows thrown in the loose ball piles. Like we said, a lot of personal rivalries in games like this.
That was a taunting technical for each Romeo and Wise. Trevor Wall goes 1 for 2 from the line that time, so a 3-point advantage for the Shoremen. Wide open in the corner. This one's blocked at the end by Mo Torrey. How about that block? Torrey got up there. Trev Wall will bring it up now. The 1-3-1 zone back in play for Washington College. Hughes, 3-ball, corner. Good!
And Jeff, Coach Kevin Small loves that one. When Trev Wall had the ball and he was in the middle of getting trapped, he actually screamed, corner, corner, corner. So Coach Kevin Small definitely trying to beat this zone, and he did exactly that with that 3-point shot with Ryan Hughes.
So a tie ball game now as Frink is fouled, on the way up, so he'll go to the line, but good job by the Bears crawling back into this game as they were down 10 points at one point in this first half.
It definitely is no secret. Ursinus College came out pretty flat to start. We all saw that 8-0 lead to begin with, but like we said, they settled in, which has definitely been the theme so far since coming back from this holiday break. Just trying to settle in, get back to that offense that Coach Kevin Small wants to run, and just like we saw in that past possession, they did exactly that.
Ursinus yet to lead this game so far. They've either trailed or tied throughout the first 16 minutes of action. Frick missed the front end. Second shot is good. So 1-point advantage for the Shoremen. Here's Wall. Finds Grubbs. Screen for Maurer. Pull-up jumper. This one gets in there. That one rattles home.
What a bucket for Kyle Maurer. And definitely a nod to number 22, Cole Grubbs. It'll never go in the stat book, but that was a quality pick set by the big man. That's a great bucket for number 4.
And usually on the end of the Bears bench, they got Justin Masiello down there doing those type of stats, those screen assist stats. He's not here today, but that's for sure a great play by Grubbs as a response now from guess who? It's Davis Bland.
The Delaware product, Davis Bland out of Tower Hill School, has just been so lethal from beyond the arc. Feels like he doesn't have a range limit.
Maurer gets the ball poked away. This one won by Everett, finds Wall. Wall will drive it. Trying to absorb contact and one. Trevor Wall takes a shot at the hoop and able to hit it as Ursinus gets their first lead of the night.
And Jeff coming off of the hustle play by number 3, Bo Everett, right in front of his bench. Hustling for that ball. He could have very well let that go out of bounds. elect for a defensive possession, but he hustled, made probably a half-court pass in air, falling out of bounds, leading to that big-time Trevor Wall bucket. We say it all the time. He's this team's Energizer Bunny. He's their best on-ball defender. And Bo Everett has such a bright future in front of him.
Stoppage of play momentarily.
I believe they are inspecting the court at the moment. They're going to call in the Ursinus College facilities team to mop this one up. And the Ursinus College facilities team is some of the best in the conference, led by none other than Samantha Campo. And they're all over it here in Helfurk Hall.
Each team gets a moment to talk it over as Trev Wall will step to the line now. Wall converts to 1-1. So a 2-point advantage now for Ursinus. Jason Zielinski brings it up now for the Shoremen. Here's a 3-ball in the corner. This one's short into the hands of Wall, and Trev Wall is fouled. Took a hit to the face yet again. So that will be a 1-1 foul as Wall will go to the line.
Plenty of fouls given out in tonight's game. Definitely seems like this ref crew is electing for a safer game, right, Jeff? Let's see how both teams adapt to this style of play.
Free throw good on the front end. Something that Wall's been known for on the court is his free throw motion. You see, he kind of goes up with the ball, sort of like a pump fake action, which opposing teams do not like at all. We saw it, a lot of controversy with it in the Widener game between the opposing teams. But kind of almost got a Washington College player there in the first free throw.
I'm not sure if it's intentional or not, but it definitely is a good feature to have.
Here's the 3-ball in the corner, no good. Shoreman gone cold here the past 3 or 4 minutes.
Ursinus College finally with a lead, right where they want to be running their offense.
Great move from Bo Everett. Foul line jumper connects.
And that's just a big-time jump stop out of Bo Everett. That's something you don't really see at this level, is just a good hard jump shot converted into a bucket. Jump stop converted into a bucket. And that's just a perfect showcase of it.
Yeah, Vaughn, for a Division III guard, that is something fantastic to have in your bag, is that little jump stop, foul line pull-up. You don't really see that too much, like you mentioned. Kyle Maurer steps out of bounds on the baseline drive. I believe, actually, no, it was a foul call on Maurer, so he'll go to the line. Coach Aaron Goodman not happy with that one at all. So he's giving the refs a piece of his mind down there.
Kyle Maurer shooting 66% from the line. Definitely being a guy they can lean on from the free throw line. He's going to sink that one.
As Coach Goodman gives his word to the referees, Vaughn, and I will say, I got to love the old school suit jacket look from Coach Goodman that he's wearing. Not too many, you don't see that too much in this era of basketball anymore.
Absolutely. Definitely, giving off some like Rick Pitino energy.
Definitely.
Some real retro basketball coach act. But definitely, we see it a lot in the NBA, especially with the changing rules. A lot of coaches are wearing, sweatshirts now, but
a little too casual for my liking.
A little too casual. Coach Aaron Goodman bringing it back.
Here's Frink on the drive. Little clutch layup, no good. The Bears have numbers now. Trev Wall, 3-ball. Rolls in and out. Rebound fought for and into the hands of Bo Everett. Wall thought about taking the jump shot again, but he'll settle it down with a minute to go here. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Everett pull-up jumper. This one connects again. Bo Everett heating on the offensive end.
Jeff, we said it before when he did it originally, but wow, that jump stop is something to write home about, right? Something super good to have in the bag.
Torrey, this goes up on the lay-in, but took a hit, no call. Hughes, what a pass inside, no good for Wise. So back and forth we go, and now finally, Coach Gilbert will tell his Shoremen to settle it down, as shot clock not really a factor right now, as they are basically even. Wall try to poke it away. And a foul called. Coach Small telling Trev to think.
Personal foul is Bears number 2, Trevor Wall.
I think not a foul you want to give up this late in the half. You know, Washington seemed like they wanted to dribble it out, get the last shot, but Trev Wall's going to bring him to the line, and they're going to shoot 2.
Trevor Wall just try to give his team a shot to end this half with a bucket, but again, well, like you mentioned, that's not the foul you want to give, especially up by as much as you are. So he will take a seat, as well as Bo Everett. 2 shooters check in for Coach Small, as they got 13 seconds to work with if they were to get this ball.
You know, Nick Nacito, we say it all the time, seems like he has no range at points.
2 for 2 from the line. So Ursinus, like I mentioned, got 13.2 seconds to do something. Plenty of time to run a set play. Hughes gets a screen. Double team, now at 5. Maurer, pump fake, he's fouled.
Coach Kevin Small, with a smile on his face, is going to argue that's a 3-point foul. But I think we all know that was on the floor, but that will still translate to 2 shots from the line, as they are now in the double bonus.
Smart take there from Kyle Maurer. Not to force up a jump shot, but just take the foul.
So Kyle Maurer, as we said before, 66% from the 3. He's going to line it up. That basket is good for Kyle Maurer. Number 4, the senior, has been so stellar for this team so far this year. Definitely, we all know him. He's kind of the 3-point man. He's definitely a guy they can rely on.
Second free throw is good. Perfect from the line is Kyle Maurer.
Bo Everett's going to check in for him, as they need a big defensive stop here.
4 seconds remain on this game clock. No fouls for the Bears. Here's a screen set. Pull-up jumper. That one's no good, as Everett took a shot down there on the screen. Nevertheless, it's 50-41. Ursinus able to claw back into the lead. About 5 minutes left in half number 1. And again, Washington College was on fire to start this game. Momentum has kind of shifted, you could say, towards the end of that half, as we are ready for half number 2 in the final 20 minutes of action in this game. Shoremen will start with possession. Here's a pump fake in the corner, 3 ball. That one's fanned on and will be into the hands of Cole Grubbs.
And Jeff, it's no secret, if you've watched the entirety of this game, this has just been an absolute shootout, right? Both teams have combined for about, both teams have combined for 13 3-pointers so far. And they've shot even more. So both of these teams are really going to look behind the arc for the rest of this game.
Grubbs not able to find the bucket on that shot. He's been kind of dry and cold to start this game. Yet to score a point, I believe, or he actually has 2. But again, he's struggled to find the hoop. Inside feed now. Layup no good. That one was Perkiomen School. Wall drive to the basket. He'll find an open Kyle Maurer for 3 in the corner. And Maurer will connect.
And that's just such a great feed by number 2, Trev Wall, you know. making that pass and just having the wherewithal to know that Kyle Maurer is open in that corner, that's something special, Jeff.
Maurer's really been solid on the offensive end in this game. Here's a drive, that's no good. Rebound being battled for and finally controlled by Grant Kemp. Foul call on Grubbs. Tishabango will go to the line.
Cole Grubbs not happy with that foul call. Cole Grubbs is definitely looking for a big game tonight, especially, you know, being the clear height leader on this court. But I think he's just taking a little bit of time to really get set into this offense, you know, especially this high-flying three-point offense that Coach Kevin Small is boasting. I think Cole Grubbs trying to find a way to adapt tonight to that offense.
First free throw is good.
And Jeff, you know, Cole Grubbs, while he's not necessarily putting the ball in the basket, he has 8 rebounds tonight. So definitely positive contributions out of number 22, Cole Grubbs.
2 for 2 from the line that time is Tishabango. As Ursinus lead now just at 10. Maurer, corner, 3 ball. No good. Rebounded by Grant Kemp. Here's a deep three-pointer. Steps into it, no good. That shot was taken by Sam Corrao. Trevor Wall puts on the Jets, trying to find Jacobowski. Tipped out by Grant Kemp. Trevor Wall is so fun to watch in the open court, Vaughn. When he turns on the afterburners, it's tough to stop him.
Absolutely, Jeff. Trevor Wall does this thing where when he puts his head down, he's impossible to stand in front.
Miscommunication by Hughes and Wise gives it right back to Washington College. Hughes not able to connect with Wise on the inbounds. Another three-pointer from Storm, and this one connects. Nick Romeo.
Nick Romeo, what a bucket. With minimal space between him and his defender. Puts that ball in the basket, what a shot.
Pull-up jumper, that one's good. Boy, we saw Bo Everett do that numerous times in the first half, and Trevor Wall getting in on the jump stop action. Those shots so tough to guard if you're a defender. All your momentum going backwards, and Ursinus been able to capitalize on it. This shot no good. Romeo heat check. Wall, what a move inside and out, and lays it up with the left hand. We mentioned how tough he is to stop in the open court, and now 2-11 early in this second half of play. As it's 57-46 now. Washington College will inbound following a Shoreman timeout. Grant Kemp brings it up now. Good defense inside by Wise, not allowing anything to go into that low post.
Marlon Wise, though we do associate him with the small ball lineup, he could definitely play like a big man, Jeff.
Fantastic poke away as well by J.D. Jacobowski, who again is one of the most solid defenders on this Ursinus roster. He's had a tough job today, guarding Kendrick Frink, but he has been up to the challenge. Shows it right there as Frink will drive. 2 on the shot clock, gets up a jumper, no good. Rebound, fought for, won by Trevor Wall. Wise with the left hand on the right side, doesn't get it to full. Not too pleased with himself. Inside, little turnaround hook shot, good by Tishabango.
Washington College starting to get a bit of a rhythm here.
Rashid Tishabango's got 8 points tonight. Tishabango out of Congo has been one of the bright spots on offense. Here's a 3-ball, Ryan Hughes, this one short, right into the hands of Watts. And Hughes will try and go up again, gets his own miss for another time. Jacobowski in the corner with 15 on the shot clock. Pull-up jumper, this one off back iron, no good. So empty trip following 2 offensive rebounds.
Grant Kemp really governing this offense.
Little lob pass inside, turn around, hook shot, no good by Sam Corrao. Wall, 3-ball, this one, no good. Quick possession, gives ball back right to Washington. As they will look to chip away again.
And the score tied so far in this second half at 7 apiece. Both offenses definitely not coming out flat, but neither team really, stealing the show.
And neither team establishing himself that really in this second half. Bears playing hot potato. Here's a 3-ball. That's good. Kyle Maurer, another. Kyle Maurer, 3-pointer, extends the lead now to 12 points. As Washington College burns another timeout, they've got 3 remaining in half number 2.
Everett drawing a foul there, definitely not agreeing with the referee. Something interesting, Jeff. Kyle Maurer, 13 points tonight, Ursinus leader in points. 9 of those points came from behind the arc, and 4 of those points are from the line. So Kyle Maurer definitely knows where he gets his buckets, and he's doing such a great job at really getting to those positions on the floor tonight.
This one rolled around and won by Bo Everett. He finds Nacito. Short corner jumper from Motori, just a bit too long. And Shorman will control. Another short corner jumper. This one connects. Brayden Rodriguez, who has been fantastic for Washington College tonight. He's got 8 points.
So Brayden Rodriguez really did a great job at recognizing that he's matched up with number 22 Cole Grubb, 6'10", big man. And he did such a great job at really drawing him outside to where he could create separation.
Tough move underneath from Bo Everett, and he's got 14. This shot no good. How about that rebound? Wow. That is a phenomenal rebound by Kedrick Frink. Everett a bit shaken up.
Bo Everett picked up by 2 Ursinus College Bears. Coach Kevin Small definitely emphasizes when 1 man falls, 2 men pick him up. And we saw exactly that. Bo Everett's going to get a chance to check out, maybe get looked at after that hard fall.
Everett, 14 points in this game so far. Again, not a guy really known for his offensive production, but always there for a bucket when you need one. And tonight he has been fantastic on both ends of the floor. Rodriguez drives. Another 3-ball from the Shorman. This one rolls in and out. Grubbs gets the board. Nick Nacito will settle it down as Grubbs has it top of the key. Jacobowski gets a screen. He'll pull off for 3. This one short, no good. Left hand layup and 1. Tough finish from Grant Kemp underneath.
And Motori took a bit of a slip there. Ursinus College facilities is going to be all over that.
Not an easy finish by any means from Grant Kemp. Only a 5'10" guard on this floor who's pretty undermatched when you look at these tall, lanky Ursinus defenders, but that is a fantastic finish over Motori.
Grant Kemp, it's a very common saying, Jeff, heart over height. And I think that's the definition of number 44, Grant Kemp. He just plays with some sort of passion. When he makes a big-time bucket, he's getting really excited with the bench. He's getting up, he's getting loud. And I think that just embodies Grant Kemp to where he can get to the basket and draw a foul just like he did there.
Motori listed as 6'6", and Kemp able to finish over. Converts the end 1, as he will take a well-deserved rest after that one. Ursinus will inbound. It's Marlon Wise who just checks back in. Wise actually the conference leader in field goal percentage, shooting the ball at 69%. Next closest, 63%. Jacobowski in the corner, step back. Quick ball movement now for the Bears. Wise inside, somehow gets that ball and puts it in. One hand's underneath by Marlon Wise as he finishes the lay-in.
That's a big-time bucket for Marlon Wise. That's actually going to be his first points of the game. Coming off a wonderful feed off of number 0, Jaden Jacobowski.
Yeah, wonderful dish inside. That was tough to get by Wise, but fantastic job. And another beautiful move underneath was Kedrick Frink.
Kedrick Frink logs his 11th point tonight. What a game for the guard.
That 1-3-1 trap zone back in play now. Wall finds Nacito.
Seems like Nacito wanted that shot there, Jeff.
He's shown he can hit that numerous times. Just saw a bigger Washington College defender close out on him. Decided not to shoot it. Hughes will inbound. Hughes only 7 points tonight. He leads the conference in points per game at 17.9. So a bit of a slow production offensively for him today when you look at his numbers. But again, he does everything else on the floor. As Nacito 3, money!
Off of a wonderful feed by none other than number 1 Ryan Hughes. What a crafty pass there, just like we said it. He might not have all the points today, but wow, does he contribute in other ways. What a pass by Ryan Hughes.
Yeah, 4 rebounds, 2 assists to go along with his 7 points. Frank, step back. Jumper, that one's good. So 10-point advantage. For Ursinus as Jacobowski has it. Find Nacito. Hughes, corner, 3 ball. Short. Rebound being fought for. Wise gets it. And he's fouled by Frink underneath on the block. And a timeout following a Washington College timeout. And Coach Aaron Goodman, all sorts of fired up down there. Former coach, assistant coach at the Naval Academy. So a very spirited head coach. And he was giving it to his players about their effort, about their intensity. And I'm sure it'll light a spark for the team in black. Grubbs inside. Fantastic move with the left hand.
Cole Grubbs finally gets that bucket he's been looking for. That's going to be his 4th point tonight. But as we said, Cole Grubbs, though he's not necessarily putting, the ball in the basket, currently has 10 rebounds tonight, 4 points. That's definitely a quality day out of Cole Grubbs.
The shot missed, rebounded nicely underneath. Second chance, no good. And Grubbs will control to Kyle Maurer. It's Hughes. Grubbs feed inside, and he is swatted away, but a foul called just prior to that, so he will not go to the line. Actually, it will be on the floor foul.
Shooting foul to Shortman, number 24, Perkiomen School.
So that will be on the floor, Jeff. So Ryan Hughes will inbound. And I know Coach Kevin Small loves these box inbound plays.
Leave a foul on the screen.
He's actually going to call a push there on the offensive end. Very interesting. Now what's interesting is he could have called an illegal screen.
Nevertheless, it will be Shorman possession following the Nick Nacito foul. Nacito's first of the game. No foul trouble really for either team. Prashie Tishabangu has 3. That's the most for each squad on the floor right now. Empty trip that time for Washington College as Wall will get a screen, try to feed a bounce pass to a cutting Grubbs. That was knocked away nicely by Marcus Scott Jr.
Jeff, what's really interesting is the most fouls by a player tonight is Tishabangu with 3 fouls. But so far tonight, both teams are combining for 27 personal fouls. 27. So definitely fouls are being called left and right here. And I'm sure, just like we saw in the first half, a lot of fouls on the floor turned into a bonus. So I bet we'll see a lot more of that in the second half.
Hughes not able to connect on the layup inside. Shorman will get possession. Tough move underneath by Kedrick Frank yet again, as he's got 14. 9 minutes to go now. Deep three ball to Cito. How about that one? 9 with 8 minutes and 52 seconds to go. And we hope you'll join us following the conclusion of this game. Coming up at 8 o'clock, the Ursinus women's team will be hosting the Shore women of Washington College. So we hope you'll stay on the broadcast for that one. Should be a fantastic matchup on this court yet again. This shot no good. We'll stay with the Shoremen. Frank will inbound. And finally get it in. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Now, Vaughn, you and I were kind of talking before the game. Impressive crowd tonight. Oh, an impressive jump shot, step back jumper by Davis Bland. But as we were saying, impressive crowd when all the students are still on break. I mean, a lot more people than we imagined would have been here tonight.
Absolutely, Jeff. Definitely a different feel at Ursinus College during this holiday break. Everyone taking time at home, but as we know, a lot of the winter sport athletes are also here, and they're here showing support, for the Ursinus College men's basketball team. And I think that's definitely played a factor in this game, especially, giving Ursinus College a home court advantage when there really isn't too much population going on at Ursinus College.
The gymnastics team is here on campus, the wrestling team on campus, women's basketball, as we mentioned, following this game. They were in attendance today, so while not all students are on campus, definitely a big boost to have some students on campus at this game with no school to worry about at all. Able to show out for your Ursinus College basketball team, who's had a fantastic start to this year, sitting at 7-3. Started off the season at 5-0, I believe it was, for a tough fall to Muhlenberg, and then 2 tough losses in the DeSales Holiday Tournament to DeSales and Alvernia, like we mentioned at the beginning of the broadcast. A very talented DeSales and Alvernia team, I should say. 2 teams that are definitely receiving votes on the D3Hoops.com rankings. And Ursinus, they battled hard with each of them, just not able to finish out. DeSales kind of pulled away near the end. Ursinus was right in that game up until about 7 minutes to go. Alvernia, not Ursinus' best defensive showing, I will say, giving up 104 points to that Alvernia team, but they netted 90 of their own. So definitely a offensive-heavy matchup, but a lot of promise in this Ursinus roster as they get into the heart of Centennial Conference play.
Absolutely, Jeff. You got to imagine, especially after that holiday break, for even the winter sport athletes, you got to imagine they're going to take their time a little bit. And what's great with those tournaments is, it's good to get those good matchups, but a lot of times they won't really have postseason implications. It's more just in the moment. So they definitely got a chance to just get their feet under them and get back. That's a big bucket by number 1 Ryan Hughes.
Beautiful connection, Grubbs to Hughes underneath. Usually it's a reverse. Hughes finds Grubbs in the paint, but that time Grubbs found Hughes.
Absolutely. Number 22, Cole Grubbs, is just so dynamic in the high post. We definitely see him as a low post player, being 6'10". But, right there in the high post from the free throw line and above, he's able to make those, really impressive passes.
Nick Nacito will enter for Ryan Hughes. Nacito, the shooter, you could call him, as he has been stellar from behind the arc this season and tonight.
Nick Nacito, 3 for 3 from behind the arc tonight. What we would call perfect from behind the line.
Everett pulls it out now for the Bears, as Jacobowski will have it. Gets a screen from Grubbs. Grubbs cut to the basket, nicely taken away by Davis Bland, who has had a terrific game tonight. Both scoring the ball and playing defense, as he's open for a three, but a foul called earlier.
Personal foul on the Bears number 10, Nick Nacito.
That'll be on Nick Nacito, his second foul tonight. And that'll put Washington College in the bonus. So as we said before, Jeff, both teams combining for 29 foul, excuse me, that'll be the 30th foul called tonight on both sides combined.
And it's been so spread out. You mentioned neither team really has foul trouble in a way. 6 minutes left in this game, and you look at Ursinus' fouls on the floor right now. Motori's got 3. Excuse me, Everett's got 2, Nacito has 2, Wall has 2, and Grubbs has 2. So extremely spread out when you give him those fouls.
And Correa, just so solid for this Washington College team. You know, tonight he has 6 points with 1 3-pointer, but as we said, against Pitt Greensburg, you know, in a tough loss, he was able to notch a double-double. So he's really a classic, just like slashing small forward. And he can really get it done in that low post, and he can also, you know, get it done behind the arc. He's everything you would want in a player as a player.
Foul called on Grubbs on the screen. Extremely displeased is Cole Grubbs. That is his 3rd.
Cole Grubbs not liking that one. But Jeff, you got to imagine Cole Grubbs definitely stuck a bit of a knee out on that screen. It seemed like the ref was all over it.
So tough for such a big body, a big frame with a 6'10" Cole Grubbs to control himself. I mean, he's a big guy. When you got little guards running into you, they're going to take a shot and they're going to fall. As this one's a 3-pointer, that's up and good from Jason Zielinski.
You got to imagine Nick Nacito gave Lazinski a bit of a look after that 3-point shot. Looks like he's looking to respond here.
Trev Wall gets a screen. Step back, we'll find Torrey. Torrey drives, great drive inside and one. Put a little English on the finish is Mo Torrey.
2 points for the Bears, for number 14, Mo Torrey.
And Mo Torrey, the freshman, what a night for him.
Torrey, the lanky, 6'6", just 170. But able to finish through some contact on that one.
And Mo Torrey, with a career high of 13, ties it exactly that in his freshman year. Looking to maybe set a new personal record.
Zielinski, who hit that earlier 3, will feed inside. Grubbs, great job, beat straight up. How about the finish, however? Perkiomen School. That's a tough shot falling away. 78-68, 4:45 remaining. Trev Wall gets a screen with the right hand, not able to get it to fall. Some pace, go the Shoremen. Great ball movement.
Deflection with number 22, Cole Grubbs. That's a big play for the big man.
So Nacito will pull it out and settle now.
Seems like Nacito's going to get a one-on-one matchup here.
Everett, corner, 3-ball. Yes, sir! Bro, Everett. Career night offensively for number 3 in white. And the response right back from Sam Corrao. 3:56 remaining. We still got a shootout. Shooting the ball numerous times. Be Ryan Hughes to inbound underneath. Shoreman into that full court press.
And Jeff, the Bears with, you know, definitely a bit of a comfortable lead with 10 points. 4 minutes to go, but this is definitely not a lead you want to be comfortable with, to say.
Yeah, we've seen crazier things happen for sure.
Much crazier things happen.
Hughes, pump fake, Grubbs, he's fouled and one. Fantastic finish by 22 in white through contact. Hughes credited with the assist. That play was run to perfection.
So Cole Grubbs, who wasn't very pleased with his first half performance, he was visibly upset, with his offensive performance in the first half, turning it around in this second half with 7 points. Excuse me, 6 points. Spoke way too soon, I apologize.
Announcer's jinx.
Both 6 points so far tonight, with 13 rebounds, 4 assists. What a night for Cole Grubbs. And it'll never come up on the stat sheet, but Cole Grubbs as a screen setter. Wow, is he effective.
How about that one from Everett?
Bo Everett.
We cannot talk enough about the night he's had producing on the offensive end and on the defensive end. He's got 17 points, which I believe is a career high for him. And he is just so consistent on the defensive side of the ball.
So Bo Everett with 17, and plays like that, drawing a charge. I don't know if you could teach that kind of heart, Jeff.
Three minutes now remaining, 12-point lead for the Bears. Ball gets a screen up top. We'll find Aceto. Hughes, turnaround jumper, short. Tough rebound by Frank. And coast to coast he goes. Frank's done a great job getting those weird angle rebounds tonight. And another one there that converts to points. Ursinus going to look to get this shot clock down as much as they can as 19 remains on it. Sort of a matchup zone now for Washington College. Hughes spins, puts up a lay, and somehow that goes in.
Oh, wow. What a bucket for number 1 Ryan Hughes.
And while we have this short break, reminder to follow Ursinus Athletics on Instagram and Twitter for in-game updates, as well as final scores from each of the college's athletic events. Final 2 minutes now, as Shorman looking to break through here somehow, some way, and a foul called on the drive. That one's on Ryan Hughes.
And Ryan Hughes in a game where, fouls are being called left and right, comes away with only his second foul tonight, staying out of foul trouble. That's going to send Washington College to the line for a 1-on-1 opportunity here. And we know number 15, Davis Bland, out of Tower Hill School, Delaware, Kenneth Square, Pennsylvania native. He is so effective from the line, and when he shoots, it seems like, he doesn't have a range, Jeff.
Some substitutions now for the Shoremen and for the Bears. We'll see Bo Everett take a seat as definitely the player of the night in this game. Like we mentioned, 17 points, but he's done everything on the floor. Well, we mentioned the heart of this Ursinus team, and it's just looking at this team's progression over the past few years that I've been able to watch them. This team has such promise, as Hughes takes a hard fall underneath, gets up on his own, luckily. But they have such promise as the conference is really up in the air. You always have those Swarthmore, the Johns Hopkins, who will have led and will lead the conference for numerous years. But, Muhlenberg has had a terrific year to start this year, and this Ursinus team is up and coming. They lost to a fantastic Johns Hopkins team who ended up winning the conference last year. They only lost to it by 9 in that Centennial semifinal game on the road. So, again, a lot of promise, and this is, no disrespect to that team last year, but in my opinion, this is a better Ursinus team, a more deep and more complete Ursinus team that's looking to make a run at the conference championship this year.
Absolutely, Jeff, and it seems that, Coach Kevin Small is really starting to understand his rotation and really, put it to good use. Last year, guys like Bo Everett, and J.D. Jacobowski and Marlon Wise, they were all underclassmen. They were all kind of fighting for minutes. But now that they're all, in a way grown as players under Coach Kevin Small's offense, he's able to use all of those guards in a tandem, right? It seems like that there's no necessarily, there's no 5 key players on this team. It seems like there's 8, right, Jeff? This team runs so deep at all times.
It's a 3-ball in from Sam Corrao. So still a 10-point lead, but all credit, Vaughn, and a ton of credit, I should say, to that senior team, senior leadership last year with Matt McMahon, Peyton Volsnack, to lead this Ursinus team and to get them to where they have been today. Again, they were just 9 points away from a fantastic Johns Hopkins squad that made a run of the tournament, NCAA tournament, as well as won the conference eventually. But that's a team that upset Swarthmore on the road last year. 17th ranked Swarthmore, I believe they were at the time. And this team has come a long way from where they were to where they are now. Definitely a team that's going to make some noise come March, come late February.
And Jeff, that is such a great point. Despite the on-court success, from this squad and all of these players, it is no secret that a lot of this success has come from classes before them. Going as far back as, the original number 0, Bruce Edwards, right? Just absolutely stellar on the court, and he was able to really solidify in these players, what it means to be an Ursinus College basketball player and what it means to line up for this team. And, I think that all the success has been because of those classes and the culture that they bring.
And that Bruce Edwards squad, that 2020 team, was not able to play because of COVID 2020-2021 year. They were kind of forced out of a season that a lot said, they were going to have a fantastic squad out there. That was Trevor Wall, Bo Everett's first year on campus, not able to play, not able to have a basketball season. And, like you mentioned, all credit to those previous senior classes to pave the way to what looks like has been one of the best Ursinus teams in years.
Absolutely, Jeff. You got to imagine if they can find some Centennial Conference success, which they're doing tonight with this big in-conference win, you got to think about how far they're going to go, this postseason.
That's what's so much fun about college basketball, Vaughn. That's what I love about it is, 5 teams make that conference playoff. Ursinus was the 4 seed last year. Actually, that might have been the 5 seed now that I think about it. Played Dickinson on the road in round number 1. Beat them. And then took on number 1 ranked in the conference, Johns Hopkins. Again, like I mentioned, that short loss. But you just got to be in that top 5, and really anything can happen at that point.
Absolutely, Jeff. And I think, we'll never speak too soon, but it is looking, as we said, one of the better Ursinus College teams in a while. So you got to imagine their seed might be a little bit higher than 5 this year.
Can only hope so. Again, Muhlenberg's having a fantastic start to the year. They beat Ursinus at home by 3 points. And then always Johns Hopkins and Swarthmore, who have controlled the conference for years now. Another 3-ball is good. Sam Corrao has been stellar. He's got 16.
Washington College showing no signs of giving up despite the lead difference. They're looking to maybe make something happen with this 11-point difference, Jeff. 11 points. That's only a 4-possession game in a way, so they might be able to string something together here.
33 seconds to go. Trevor Wall at the line. Wall's got 13. First free throw is good. So that tough start offensively for Ursinus, where they didn't score a point, I believe, for 3 or 4 minutes in that first half, has completely disappeared as they're nearing 100 at this point. Second free throw is good, 92-79.
Absolutely, Jeff. This team struggled to score a point in the first 5 minutes. And now, like you said, nearing 100. What a turnaround for this team.
Frank drives, just missed the layup.
Ursinus is going to dribble this one out. And what a great at-home win for the Bears. Coming back from the holiday break. Number 1, Ryan Hughes. Leading this team, 16 points.
Enormous win, 92-79 is the final here from Helfrich Hall. Ursinus will move to 8-3 on the year, as well as 3-1 in Centennial Conference action. Washington College drops to 1-9 and 0-4 in Centennial action. We hope you join us for the women's game following this, coming up tip-off at 8 o'clock p.m.